Hi guys, I'm gonna film another of my palette a day tutorials. So today I've picked out the Naked 3 as my palette a day palette. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do my sort of, not everyday shape, but my most frequently used kind of eye look. So that's what I'm going to do today. For those of you who haven't seen the Naked 3, it's probably not many of you, it looks like that. So it's neutrals but all sort of in the pinky rosy gold family. I'm starting off with the Tarte Creaseless eye primer, but I've only got a tiny bit left of it. Just rubbing that in with my fingers. I take just a little bit underneath. First off, I'm going in with a mixture of Limit and Nuna. They're the two like mid-tone matte shades. I'm using a Fancy Witch brush, like a fluffy crease brush. I'm taking a Makeup Revolution E101, it's just like a little flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use Strange, the highlight colour, on my brow bone because I forgot to do that earlier. Also going to take a Real Techniques, this is completely rubbed off, it's the, kind of flattish fluffy one. I'm going to take just Limit, which is the lighter of the two shades, on that one and blend it out a bit further. Despite being quite a big brush, it's got quite a small tip. So I'm going to take Nuna and run that underneath my lower lash line. And I'll blend it out with Limit on that other brush. With this look, most of my under eye work gets done after my liner, so I'll come back to it. Something I do quite a lot now is I go in with my darkest crease colour before doing the main lid colour. I do it most often when I'm using like a really shimmery, glittery kind of eyeshadow in the centre. So I'm going to take Dark Side, which is the darkest but one. Taking it on the same brush, running it in my crease. I'm going to blend that out with the Real Techniques one. I'm going to use the Real Techniques one now and go in with a tiny bit of Black Heart, which is the darkest colour. This is where the magic happens. I'm taking Trick, which is that well-used copper colour in the middle, and I'm just applying some Illamasqua sealing gel into the brush well, so I can mix the two together. So I'm using Trick and that little Makeup Revolution brush from earlier, and I'm taking that on the inner portion of my eyelid. Mixing it with the sealing gel makes it super metallic, but it also means that it won't flake off, because these more glittery Urban Decay shadows are prone to flaking off and creating lots of fallout. This colour is so good on blue eyes. So I'm going to use the same brush and more Illamasqua sealing gel and just use it on Dust, which is a pale pink, very glittery shade. And I'm going to apply that near my tear duct area. So all of the upper lid work is done now. I'm just going to do my eyeliner. I'm using the Illamasqua Precision Gel Liner in Infinity. And the brush I'm using is the Royal & Langnickel Detail Liner. So I'm going to do my favourite eyeliner shape, and it's a bit more rounded than usual, quite thick and a lot straighter at on the wing. I've got like partially hooded eyes, so I should probably not do it this thick, but I really like it, so I don't care. That's the hardest part done, actually getting the liner the same on both sides. As you can see, like when I really relax my eyes and just look straight ahead, it kind of looks mainly black, because I did it quite thick, but I can live with that. And yeah, it comes out almost completely horizontal. It's not much of an angle. That's my favourite eyeliner shape. I'm now taking a Royal & Langnickel mini flat shader, and I'm going to use that on my lower lash line. I'm going in with Dark Side, that darkest but one shade again. And I'm basically joining it up with the eyeliner, with the wing. I like a really dark lower lash line. I want it slightly darker on the outer edge, so I'm just taking a tiny bit of Black Heart just where it meets the liner. I'm going to blend it all out with the Real Techniques brush again and a bit of Nuna. So my favourite eye look, it ends up being quite heavy here. It gives a bit of a droopy eyed look, but I like it. So I've curled my lashes and I'm just going to use the Maybelline Mega Plush mascara. Really big fat wand. I'm not doing false lashes today. I did 3 coats on the top and 1 on the bottom. So that's the eye look finished. I'll zoom in and show you. So that's the final look. Hope you like it. This is not like my everyday look, but it is the one I like, at least the shape I would do most often. And like, if I knew I had to look presentable and fairly normal. I love the way that the copper looks with my eyes. I love the Naked 3 palette. It's definitely my favourite of the Nakeds. And I highly recommend it, especially if you've got blue or green eyes. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you like this and want to see more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.